I was telling you. He said he was making inquiries about a tall, dark man who'd lived around here in the district for about 20 years.
Was he a detective?
I don't think so, because he took his hat off. But actually, the description he gave of your brother fitted him exactly, particularly when he came to that sort of rather vacant expression.
Yes, well, that does sound like Eric. Oh, I wonder what he's been up to now.
Well, I don't know, but I thought I ought to warn you.
Yes, well, thank you. I'm
Here
glad
he is, here he is.
Hello, Hat.
Evening.
Hello, Mr. Brown. My goodness. The traffic is murder. That's why I'm late. The traffic, it's, snarled up. There's a marvellous blue rose. Oh, the stereo in it, and, you know, I was listening to Frank Sinatra all the way home.
You came home in a rose?
No, I was walking alongside. When I popped in at Madge, the bread shop, she sends her regards, and when have you finished with her pudding basin? And I'm in trouble, aren't I?
How did you guess?
You're smiling.
Well, Eric, what have you done?
Me? I can account for all my movements. What a day. What a busy day. Well, I'll tell you, I was down at the Labour Exchange at the crack of dawn, 11:15, right? And then just after that, me and the lads went down to have another business discussion down at the billiard hall. And a big business discussion down at the pub. 3 hours that took. Then Kempton Park and home.
What it is to be a high-pressure tycoon.
We have a lot of decisions. What do you mean, what have I done?
Well, there's been a detective making inquiries, and the description of the man he wants to see is very much like you.
Me? So immediately you think that... Me, Mr. Joe Public, Mr. Average? Listen, don't come that. My conscience is clear.
Well, it'd better be, because he's coming round tonight to question you.
Yeah, well, he better be quick, because I've got to go out in 10 minutes.
Where are you going?
Australia.
I knew it. What have you done?
Oh, somebody shot me, haven't they? Who's put the finger on me? Who squeaked? Who felt my collar?
Look, there you are. I told you so.
Eric, what have you done?
Had I didn't mean to do it. Honestly, oh, gee, kid. You've got to believe me, Had I didn't mean to do it. The blackness came...
What did you do?
I parked on a yellow line.
This is no joking matter.
It certainly isn't. And if you'd only parked on a yellow line, they would hardly be coming round to question you with an identikit photograph of you.
I'll go and pack your bag.
You're talking about? The bell rings and straight away I'll go and pack your bag. We're living in the modern century in East Acton. This is not Upper Silesia. Now then, just calm down, everybody.
May I come in?
Can I see your warrant?
Oh,
It's Kojak.
I'm not the police, Wait a minute. It could be you.
It is me. My sister will vouch for that.
Oh, Eric, please, don't say too much until your case comes up.
No, perhaps I'd better explain. May I sit down?
Well, yes, it's a chair over there. Sit down there.
Good evening. I'm Charles Fulbright Brown from next door. I was the one who spoke to you earlier in the evening.
I hope you got your 30 pieces of silver.
It's rather difficult to explain, really. But 15 years ago, on a November night, the man I'm looking for came into our house after meeting my wife in the fog.
Yes, well, that lets me out. I've only been in this country 2 years, Blue.
You were born here, Sykes. The only time you ever left this country was on a day trip to Boulogne.
And why shouldn't that day trip to Boulogne coincide with a date 15 years ago when I'm supposed to have gone into his house on a foggy night and met his... In any case, his wife will vouch for that.
Unfortunately, my wife since then has passed away.
Oh, I am sorry.
Oh, no need to be sorry. We really didn't see eye to eye after that November day 15 years ago.
I mean, 15 years, that's a long time ago. I mean, foggy, it could have been any tall, military-looking gentleman walked into your house. I mean, 15 years, and it was foggy. Of course, I don't go out in the fog. I can't, you see, because I've got a chest, haven't I? Got a chest.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to have troubled you.
No harm done. Why don't you try next door? He won't be in, he's with us.
Only, in her will, that man was a beneficiary.
Oh. Did you say November?
I remember the day exactly. It was our wedding anniversary. November the 10th, 1959.
And it was foggy.
Well, he told you that.
No, wait a minute. Do you remember 15 years ago, those fogs? We used to have fogs. 15 years. Do you remember the great fogs? 3 years. You went through that.
Oh, I do remember that. Oh, it was a terrible fog. And Mr. Brown, you must remember it because it was so foggy you couldn't find your own way home and you had to stay here.
Free.
I remember that all right. I've never been so uncomfortable in my life.
Thank you.
Now, wait a minute. The tear in the seat of my trousers.
Pardon?
I had a... Over your fireplace. Now, did you have a picture of the roving sea?
That's right. It's by Corbière.
Yeah, I've been there. Spent a lovely week there. Did your wife... Was your wife Scots?
That's right.
And she's passed away. Oh, dear, it's always the good get taken. Ah, charming woman. How much?
Eric.
Oh, I'm afraid the will was a little odd. But here you are. She wanted you to have this. To the man who came in from the fog.
Oh, that's her, all right. To the man who came in from the fog.
And this.
Ow! I've got to feel the weight of that. That's what I've always wanted, a 1,500-weight frying pan.
It's very odd. What happened between you and this lady?
I've often wondered.
Nothing happened. No, it's... Let me see, it was, What happened, I'll tell you how we started. We were sitting at home, very foggy, bitterly cold. We were in front of a big fire, do you remember? Yes. Having a lot of laugh-ups.
Oh, well, we were very jolly and carefree in those days.
Jolly, yes.
President de Gaulle said that there had been a change of attitude by the Soviet government. They had now stopped throwing oil on the fire. The President of the United States of America announced at a press conference today that America would place a man on the moon within the next 10 years. Experiments are now taking place at Cape Canaveral, and the whole project would cost several billions of dollars.
Oh, ludicrous, ludicrous. Come on, talk sense, Mac. How can you put a man on the moon in 10 years? In this weather, you need a guide dog to get to the toilet. Mr. Brown's a long time in the kitchen.
He's got his feet in the gas stove.
I wish he'd put his head in there.
Sykes, the stove's gone out.
I'm surprised you've been in there for 2 hours. That stove is for foodstuffs, not for cooking your feet in.
Oh, Mr. Brown, could you lend us a shovel full of coal?
Coal? I have central heating. If it hadn't broken down, I should have gone home yesterday. This stuff's getting thicker.
Ludicrous, isn't it? Isn't it ludicrous? You know, during the war, they could disperse fog. Fido, yes, and ooh, it's gone. But when the war's over, let them wallow in it.
We were really better off in the war, weren't we?
The common man always is. Oh, yes, during the war is, hello, hello, you're a likely-looking lad, signed it, there's the King's shilling, lad. But as soon as the war's over, You see, this kind of weather, this fog, suits the politician's book.
You do talk a load of piffle, Sykes. I mean, you make the most outrageous statements. Why should this fog suit the politicians?
Well, listen, and I'm talking to you as well, Nanook. The politicians tell us that we have built 300,000 houses this year. How do we know? We can't get out there to see them. When this fog lifts, we could get out tomorrow and find the country in enemy hands.
What about the 4-minute warning?
4-minute warning? Our bombers up in the air in 4 minutes. Oh, if I had enough strength, I'd go 4. I'd go, oh. It'd take them 2 hours to find the planes. Hello. Is this yours, Johnson? Oh, no, it's the water cart.
Honestly, Sykes, it's like listening to a child of 6. Those bombers are manned 24 hours. All they've got to do is take off.
Excuse me, but could you get to the bit where you met my wife?
Oh, yes, of course. I remember. Then I made a cup of tea.
No, I had coffee.
No, it was tea. I remember it distinctly because you told me to warm the pot.
No, I had coffee.
Did you say those planes were manned 24 hours a day?
What planes?
You said there was a man sitting in the cockpit 24 hours a day waiting to take off.
Yes, that's right.
How did you meet my wife?
Did he have his meals brought to him?
Of course not. Every so often he was relieved.
I'll bet he was. I mean, they're only small cockpits. What happened if he was...
Eric, please. I think that Mr.
Brindle.
Yes, Mr. Brindle would like to know how you met his wife.
Yes. Well, what happened was, you see, I went out, I decided... Now, I looked at the cuckoo clock on the wall.
Oh, no, you couldn't have done that because Peter isn't 15 years old.
All right, I looked at the egg on the wall. And I decided to go for a walk.
No. If I remember rightly, you went out to get the coal.
Oh, are you telling me that my memory is at fault? Hat, I'm going to get some coal.
Eric!
I'm sorry, Hat, but I am freezing.
Why don't you have a hot bath?
Because I'm sick of hot baths. I come out all crinkly. And besides that, by the time I get dressed, it's time to get in again.
Well, why don't you go to bed?
At 7 o'clock in the evening. On top of which I didn't get up at all yesterday.
Oh, it shouldn't be any novelty for you, Sykes.
White man speak with forked tongue.
Honestly, the amount of time your brother spends in bed, I wonder he's still got the use of his legs.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, thank goodness I found somebody. I'm lost.
Pardon?
I said I'm lost.
Lost? Oh, lost? Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't understand you for a minute. You're not from round here, are you?
No, I'm from Glasgow.
Oh, you're miles out of your way. Oh, my word, you're still in Britain. Look, my dear, what you want is Watling Street and then up the A1.
Somebody told me this was Balaclava Grove.
No, this is private property. This just leads to my kitchen. You see, this is Sebastopol Terrace.
Oh, well, it's just round the corner from here. Which way is the corner?
Well, look, come with me. Look, the corner. Now, just steady now. Hold it, steady. Now, I'm going to take you... Right, now, I've got an easy, quick way for you. Now, you see... We go up here, shortcut. Can you see my arms?
Aye.
My hand.
Yeah. Oh,
then
your
you
hand.
turn right at the traffic lights.
Oh, I won't be able to see him in this.
Yeah, oh, don't worry. There'll be no traffic at this time of night.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Take it easy. Goodbye. Now then. Hello? Hello, miss? Miss? Hello? Oh. Oh, yes, it's you again. Look, can you remember when we met in my backyard?
Aye?
Well, can you remember where it was?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd like to help, but my husband will wonder where I am. Goodbye.
But, yeah, I'm all right, joke. Hello? Steady, lad, don't panic. Just keep going, lad. There's the cold one. Jump! Who has a dog in this street?
Oh, yes, of course. That would have been the Jackson's Pekingese.
It was a Doberman Pinscher.
It was a Pekingese, a dear little thing called Poochie.
What happened after you'd finished wrestling with that Pekingese?
It is a Doberman Pinscher. I'll tell you what happened. I was going along Sebastopol Terrace, you see, all in the fog, and I met a policeman. And it was Corky.
Never.
It was one of the first times I ever met Corky.
Really?
Oh, how fun. Eric, that's fun.
Hang on, I'll get this. 1 o'clock, Cinderella. Well, speak of the devil.
Evening all. Ah, so you found him then, all right?
Well, Corky, you'll never believe this. We were just talking about you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's funny, that, isn't it? It was the first time I met you, years and years and years ago. Oh, it was a great fog.
Oh, well, we had some terrible fog in those days, lad. Oh, yes. I remember once I was on a case, you know. Big fella, we used to jump out and assault women when it was foggy.
No, it's not as far back as that. He's talking about Spring-Heeled Jack. No, this is 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I was out in the fog, I was lost, and you were lost.
No, not lost, lad. No, that was another case. No, that was a cat burglar who used to be on my money, you see, and they detailed me to bring him in.
You met me?
No, it was before I met you, lad. 6'6" he was, with a crowbar in his hand. Never knew what hit him. I kung fu'd him.
You what?
I kung fu'd him. Flew through the air, both feet, smack across his jaw.
Oh, Corky, don't be silly. Kung Fu wasn't on television then.
Both feet up in the air, smack across his jaw. Of course, they didn't call it kung fu then.
No, they called it slipped on a banana skin.
Now, watch it, Charlie. I could touch you in a certain place, lad, and you would be paralyzed.
I could touch you in a certain place and he'd be paralyzed.
Where?
His wallet.
How did you get to my house?
Yeah, well, that was it, you see. I was in Sebastopol Terrace, right? He was in Sebastopol Terrace, and we met together. And he was petrified.
Oh, get on, please, do you mind? They used to send me out in the fog alone when other constables had to be roped together.
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
Wait. You're the constable. You arrested me that night.
No, sir, you see, I wouldn't be on duty that night.
No, but I'm almost positive.
No, you see, sir, I'm sure I hadn't joined the force then.
Oh, I'm sure you had joined the force, Corky, because you're always telling me if it wasn't for you, Dr. Cribbin would still be walking the streets.
It was you, Corky. It was you. Look, think back.
Yeah.
You see, we were walking along Sebastopol Terrace,
Yeah.
right? I was on Sebastopol Terrace in the fog,
Yeah.
right?
And I was on the telephone, Eric.
That's right, we just had it installed.
We had, and I was on the telephone.
Right.
Oh, fire, police, or ambulance? Yes. Well, I'll have the police, but keep your ambulance ready.
Hello.
Oh, hello, sailor.
Police constable, actually. What have we got there?
A shovel.
A likely story, eh?
No, it is.
Got you, eh? Attempting to strike a police constable.
No, you've got it wrong.
Oh, have I? Well, you can explain that later, can't you? Meanwhile, I must ask you to accompany me to Cardigan Row Police Station.
Where's that? I can't even find my way around my own backyard in this.
Oh, crikey, I hoped you'd know.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm looking for Sebastopol Terrace.
Oh, it's not my lucky day, is it? 5 people I arrested in the night, and not one of them knew the way to the police station.
Well, we've got to be near Sebastopol Terrace somewhere.
Well...
Hat! Do you mind?
Pardon?
That's my sister you're calling by a
I
Christian
didn't-
name.
yeah.
Yeah, well, don't get forward.
Yeah, all right.
Wait till you're introduced.
Yeah, all right.
The modern policeman's coming to.
Well, I don't know. If we could just find a phone box, you see, we'd be all right, wouldn't we?
Hat! Hang on. This is a phone box. It's engaged.
Oh, good. Stand back, lad. Stand back. Ah, got you. Loitering with intent. Now, I must ask you to accompany me to Cardigan Road Police Station.
For heaven's sake, Constable, that's the 3rd time you've arrested me tonight.
Oh, I do beg your pardon, sir, yeah. It's just this being lost in the loneliness, you know.
Yeah, never mind the little Willie act. Look, can you tell us which is the way to Sebastopol Terrace? Where are we now?
According to the phone box, Sebastopol Terrace. Now, you really must... Excuse me, I must get to the office.
What, at this time of night?
It wasn't this time of the night when I set out this morning. Good night.
I bumped into that.
What do you want?
Eh? Well, if you don't mind, and I thought it would be a bit of company for you see.
I don't want company. This is the phone box, not a working man's club. Oh, come in then, hanging about outside like a cocker spaniel.
You haven't got fourpence, have you?
No, it's at home, wrapped up in a hanky on the mantelpiece.
Oh, I thought that. Well, reverse the charges then.
Yeah. Hello? Yes. This is Sebastopol Terrace 3139. Can you get me Sebastopol Terrace 4186? Yes. My name is Sykes. Reverse the charges. I want to speak to my sister. Not me, a constable.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Oh, good. I'm not with the fog and all. I wouldn't be able to see the mouthpiece, would I? Yes? What do you mean she doesn't answer? Look, ask her why she doesn't answer.
Look, what she means is the bell's ringing, but no one's answering, you see.
I know about telephones. We've had one at home for a week now. Look, now, I'll tell you what. You see, she's probably down in the cellar. Can you ring the bell a bit louder?
Isn't that your phone? Isn't that your phone?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Hello? Oh. I bet that was Eric trying to get through.
Well, get on to the operator.
Oh, yes, I could, couldn't I? Get onto the operator. Hello, your operator. This is Sebastopol Terrace 4186. And I think somebody was Oh, there was. Oh, yeah, somebody was trying to get in from a court. Yeah, that'd be my brother Eric. Well, now, operator, is it possible to get him back again? Well, this is his sister Hattie. Oh? Elsie Ballantyne? No! What a... I haven't seen you since... Exactly. Yeah, that does. Elsie, I was meant to ask you, how'd you get on? Did he? Oh, well, I thought he would. Yeah, I'm not surprised. No, I said before the dance, remember I said watch him. Yeah, well, I always say you can never trust those men that wear little hats with feathers in the side, you know. No! Oh!
Marble Arch.
Nope.
Arc de Triomphe.
Nope, that's 20. That's right. It's the Blackpool Tower.
But you said they were edible.
Yes, they are. You get little chocolate ones at the corner shop. That's 14 games to 8. You didn't get the chimpanzee's hand.
You said that was mineral.
He was clutching a rock.
It has been lovely to have this chat with you, Elsie. Just like times, yes. Oh, well, we won't. We'll keep in touch. Oh, I'll say, you know my number. Yes, all right. Bye-bye. That was Elsie Ballantyne. Oh, she's such a scatterbrain. She starts something, she never remembers what she's at.
Like your brother in the phone box.
Yes, like right... Oh!
Hello. Oh, is that... Ah, yes, well, I've got your brother here. Well, he was here. No, wait a minute, no. Yeah, go on talking, will you? The fog might lift soon, yeah.
Who were you with?
Nobody. I asked the wee once, a young fella who was getting cool.
How interesting. You met a miner.
No, I was in his backyard.
In his backyard?
I was lost, for heaven's sake. You can't see a hand in front of you. You have a suspicious mind.
Oh, I'm sorry, my love. It won't happen again. I'm feeling a little tired.
Oh, well, off you go to bed.
Aren't you coming?
No, I'll bide here a while.
Who are you waiting for?
Even if I was waiting for somebody, he wouldn't find his way here tonight. Now, I hope you go to bed before I get cross. And you control that temper of yours, it'll get you into trouble.
Oh, you'll never believe it. What a day.
I beg your pardon?
Do you know what happened? I'm so sorry. I could have sworn it said 28 on the gate.
Aye, 28 Balaclava Grove.
Right, I'm in the wrong street.
Wait a minute. Are you the man I met going out for coal?
The Scots lady.
Aye. And you've been out all this time?
Well,
But what have you done to your trousers?
that's a dog. I thought it was a dog. No, look at that.
Oh, well, I'll sew that up for you.
No, madam, it's all right.
No, it's my fault. You're lost already.
No, I have another pair at home like this.
I'm a Scotswoman. I've seen these before. Here, have a cup of tea while I sew it.
Well, promise you won't look.
No, hang on. No, wait, listen. No, you've had the 20. You've had the 20. It's a monkey's paw. Eh? Yeah, I know I said it was vegetable. The monkey was holding a carrot, you see.
First time I've been warm today.
Oh. Keep your legs still while I sew it up. Move your leg a bit closer. I think you better take your trousers off.
I think he's better.
Oh, Arthur, my husband. This is the fella who showed me the way.
Oh, he did, did he?
Oh, I thought I was in my own home.
That's what it looked like.
Oh, now, Arthur, don't be silly.
You know, wait a minute, sir. I don't know what you're thinking.
Take the shovel and get out the back way.
No, madam, I insist. I bet your wife for the first time tonight.
Right. That's the one that broke the camel's back.
Oh, Arthur!
Steady, I warn you. I'm deceptive, you know. I came fourth in the class at boxing.
And I came first in the south of England.
Just my luck, innit? But you can't win them all.
Oh, don't you dare hit Arthur with that!
Only if provoked, madam.
I'll provoke him.
That's nice. Well, for a start, that's going to cost you 4 and 6 at any
It'll
hardware
be
store.
well worth it.
Now, listen, and I also came first at running.
So did I.
There's your wife, sir. Oh.
I'm sorry about that ugly little scene, darling. But that man had to be taught a lesson.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I must ask you to accompany me to Cardingham Row Police Station.
I remember that. Ooh, what a punch-up. I got 3 months for that.
Yes, well, I did put in a good word for you, sir. And I mean, after all, I did look after your wife while you were inside, you know.
It was you she was mooning over.
No. What I mean was...
No. You're the real beneficiary.
Oh.
To the man who came in from the fog.
Well, it was nice while it lasted.
Oh, and there's some instructions with it.
Oh, Corky won't need any instructions. Corky in a frying pan is the same thing as Yehudi menuing in a violin.
Oh, the instructions are for me.
It's a surprise.